Hi everyone and welcome to another video in I Do Care. And continuing with our latest main star, Bali, we have only good news with her. But I'll save the best for the end of the video. For now, tell you that after a couple of weeks of recovery, in which certainly we only had to limit her the first day, from there she played everything she wanted and more. And the truth is that the Spain wound healed it very quickly and very well. So Bali hardly lost days of play, and throughout her stay here, she had a blast. She has played with Mocha, with Buster. Well, with Buster she actually took big naps, with Rusty, with Leia, and with another dog that I haven't shown you yet, a very special dog who came home just a few days after spaying Bali. And I had to formally introduce you because this dog, and here is a mega spoiler, it's going to be officially Buster's new little sister. But we will make the formal introduction of her in another video because today our main star is Bali again, and nothing and no one is going to outshine her. Do you see how real is how many things are happening? My goodness. Well, as I say, Bali recovered very well after the spaying, and since she was going to leave very soon for her new home, far away, we took advantage of the fact that she was already 100% fit to take her on an adventure. Because also, and as you maybe noticed that, Buster at home is not very playful, but when we take him out on an adventure, he goes crazy. It is when my little baby enjoys the most. So we decide to take both to a beautiful place, which I am sure that you will also love. Here we love to take advantage, so taking advantage of the fact that my cousin and his wife were on vacation in Costa Rica, we also met with them and took them to these beautiful waterfalls, where they also had a slide straight to jump into a natural pool with crystal clear waters. The road, as always in this country, so beautiful, full of vegetations. Waterfalls were already visible. They fell to the edge of the road, a prelude to what awaited us. Buster was freaking out just looking out of the window. A few miles from arriving to the waterfalls, we met them and we all got into their car, since they had rented an all-terrain vehicle, and to get to these falls, well, it was very convenient. You already know that our car is not the right one for dirty roads, and the roads and paths of Costa Rica definitely are too much for it. Let's see if we can change it soon for a good one off-road vehicle in which we can also carry the dogs in better conditions. Upon arrival, we were greeted by some beautiful cow ladies, and one of whom stood up to Buster, who had to tame her with his cowboy eyes. And then we went into this amazing natural area called Cascada Pozo Azul. It's located in area of Rio Cuarto, in case you are on vacation in Costa Rica, so that you give yourself the ride, because it really is a place very beautiful. Bali was very excited too. It seemed that she is a good adventurer like Buster. She went like crazy after him, and that is one thing that I love about Buster. He is a very good expedition leader. The dog is always follow him, and as he behave well and don't go too far, and maybe you can't see him, but he always is seeing you. So we can all be sure that no one is going to stray too far from the group. We arrived at the river that had to be crossed, and you could choose two ways, or an interesting rustic gondola lift with a system based on pulleys and human power, or jump over the stones. And since you had to go and return by the same place, we decided to go through the stones and return through the ingenious hanging basket system. And as I say, Buster is an intrepid with years of experience, but Bali who was a beginner in this adventure, took a dip not calculated and it refreshed her wall. So I ended up crossing the river with her in my arms because it was not the idea that the current would take her away. That would make us give some explanations to Estela and to all of you. But well, everything was just a little scared and Bali recovered very quickly and continued running like crazy exploring the place. After seeing the majestic waterfall from above, we now had to follow a path to go down to its fall. So not without first taking some pictures in some curious figures, we began the descent through 365 steps, very huge ones, all and each of them, which will take us to the bottom of the waterfall.
Hola. Yeah.
And here we are, under the imposing waterfall to which, for safety reasons, you are not allowed to get too close, but close enough to be able to enjoy it.
¿Tú qué quieres? ¿Tú también quieres salir?
We will skip the climb, which was not as fun as the descent, but what was fun was crossing the river again, but this time with the basic basket, as I have just baptized this rustic solution. The first one were Buster, Santi, and Anna, who took a huge speed. And next, it was Bali, Rebe, and me. We accommodated ourselves as best we could, and let's go.
Okay, vámonos.
Definitely a very good invention, functional and fun. And now, time to take a dip in those natural pools of crystal clear water. Almost before I had time to film her, Anna threw herself madly down the also rustic slide which went straight into the pool, without even seeing a little where she was going to fall.
Madre que te parió.
However, there was a small hiccup.
Okay, that tube looks so great and I just can't wait to get into it. But we just had a little problem and Anna, my cousin's wife, just fall in the tube, but she lost the camera that she had in his hands just at the moment when she get into the water. So let's see if we can find this, but this tube is so fast it seems. Let's see if we can recover that camera. Oh man.
With such clear waters, we had to try to get that camera out. So, as I said before, I like so much to take advantage. So, I took advantage of the fact that I was upstairs to jump down the slide myself, so as to also fall at the point, more or less, in which Anna had lost her GoPro, and knowing exactly where we had to look it for. So, there I go. Pay attention to my faces.
Okay. Vamos a ver.
And it must be said that the slide is really rustic. I ended up with my back a bit scrapped, and even with my swimsuit like a strainer. But well, the truth is that it was a lot of fun. And most importantly, it served perfectly to take a dive and rescue Anna's camera. Almost right away, there it was, right where I had fallen. But at the bottom of the water, obviously. Now it's time for the dogs to take a swim. Buster quite likes everything that is fresh water, so we had to find out if Bali too. Although after the fall she had before, I think she had gotten a little scared of the waters. So I brought her in with me to make her feel safe, but as soon as I left her in the water, she quickly went out and doesn't want to come again. So we can say that she is not a water dog. She did not like it at all. Afterwards, we ventured to explore a bit upriver, and this place is really impressive. Personally, I am fascinated by these kinds of places. This area of the country is full of waterfalls. This is about the 5th or 6th I have visited, and they never cease to amaze me. The beauty of these places, the majesty, is really amazing. When I come to these kinds of places, that's when I remember why I live in this country. And well, this was the first and last tropical adventure of Bali, because as I told you at the beginning of the video, we have great news, and it is that now we have a flight date for her. So million thanks to those of you who have made this possible, to all of you who have helped with her trip. Special thanks to our monthly donors who, without you, we couldn't do anything. Really, we can be more grateful than Bali Either, who has gone from to be abandoned in the streets, being a skeleton, to be about to start a new life full of love and affection 2,700 miles from here in Wisconsin. So stay tuned for the next video where we send this cutie with her new family, where her new life awaits. I want to remind you that everything we do is thanks to your help. So please, if you like what we do, give us a hand. I leave you down below in the description of the video the links to our Patreon and PayPal, in which you can choose the level of support you want to offer us. With a small monthly collaboration, you will be helping us a lot to continue changing the lives of animals in need. Don't leave us without hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also leave your comments, it is always a pleasure to read them, and see you very soon.